The Grand Galleon, the Sea Serpent, sliced through the cerulean expanse, its proud sails billowing under a sun-drenched sky. White-capped waves sparkled like a field of diamonds, stretching to an endless horizon. Below deck, the hold was laden with plundered riches, a testament to the crew's daring exploits across the 7 seas. The air was thick with the scent of salt and adventure. A perfect day for piracy, a perfect day to be the master of one's own destiny upon the vast, open ocean. It was a scene straight out of legend, the very picture of freedom and buccaneering glory. On the polished deck, however, the master of this vessel was anything but at ease. Captain Dryboots McGee, a man whose reputation for fierce swordplay was known from Tortuga to Trinidad, stood with a white-knuckled grip on the ship's railing. His gaze, usually sharp and commanding, was fixed nervously on the gentle lapping of the waves against the hull. He flinched as a light spray of mist drifted over the side, hastily wiping his cheek, as if it were acid. His crew, accustomed to his peculiar phobia, exchanged knowing glances. For a man who had built a fortune on the water, he paradoxically loathed every single drop of it. Suddenly, the brilliant sky began to curdle. Ominous, grey clouds swirled in from the west, swallowing the sun and casting a gloomy pall over the sea. The wind howled, whipping the sails into a frenzy, and the once gentle waves swelled into monstrous, roaring beasts. As the first fat drops of rain splattered onto the deck, a look of pure terror washed over Captain McGee's face, battened down the hatches. He shrieked, his voice cracking, before turning on his heel and making a mad dash for the stern, his boots thudding a frantic rhythm on the wooden planks. Safe within the confines of his opulent cabin, Captain McGee had constructed a makeshift fortress. He had piled ornate chests, barrels of rum, and stacks of nautical charts against the door, creating a formidable barricade against the tempest outside. Huddled in a corner, he wore not one, but 3 brightly colored life jackets, their bulk making him look like a bloated pufferfish. He had even strapped a small, inflatable raft to his back, just in case the worst should happen. With every creak of the ship's timbers and every crash of a wave against the hull, he whimpered, burying his face in his hands. Just as abruptly as it began, the storm passed. The raging winds softened to a gentle breeze, and golden shafts of sunlight pierced through the parting clouds, illuminating a calm, glittering sea. Cautiously, Captain McGee unbolted his door and peered out. He saw his crew, drenched but unharmed, beginning the work of repairs. As they noticed their captain peeking from his sanctuary, a wave of weary amusement rippled through them. The first mate simply shook his head and offered a tired smile. The Sea Serpent had weathered another storm, and so, it seemed, had its aquaphobic captain.